Some people who watched these events today they'll have this interpretation of it, and just bear me out on it.
You know how to act white?
Jane Elliott has said this will be the last time she does her exercise on this scale. Having watched the twists and turns all day, I wanted to question her methods and beliefs.
White people's #1 freedom in the United States of America is the freedom to be totally ignorant about those who are other than white.
Do you feel guilty about being white?
We don't have to learn about those who are other than white. And our #2 freedom is the freedom to deny that we're ignorant.
Stump. I have a daughter that lives, not with me, obviously, but she lives in a very middle-class area, a very rural area, and she's the only non-white in her school. I will not go and pick her up from school because of my belief of other parents' perceptions of my daughter because her father looks like I do. Now, you can frown as if to say, well, why? But the bottom line is, after 34 years of my life in this country, that's how I feel.
That's so sad.
The thinking part is getting rid of the emotional part. That's the creation of the object, that it could be controlled.
Put your hand behind your back. Miss, you can't resist me, miss. Put your hand, okay.
That's what Plato was getting at, and that's what has been accepted since his time.
What would be called an epistemology, the object. That's only a concept of truth. As a human being, first separate, make a split. The object is what is left, and it's a thing.
The object is what?
When you detach yourself from the universe. That's what the separateness did for you. And that's what the lack of feeling did for you. It gave you control over something. What you control is the object. So we come back to the object. This thinking part is better than this other part. So within the state that he constructed, the republic, he was able to say, base it all on this concept of the object, to say that these better people who could understand the object, who were not spiritually into things, they were the people who should control things. The culture that accepts this objective way of looking at truth, that's the creation of the object. That culture should dominate, control those that don't have that concept. This way of thinking, this rationalism, this extreme rationalism that helps us to control, it gives us the illusion that we are controlling the future, the past, the universe, and everything. This is us as European people. Now, then you get a little later stage. Let's look at 312. Here comes Constantine. What does he do? He sees that a religious statement, we have the right, in fact, we have the mandate. He said he personally had the mandate to go throughout the world and in the name of this one true God, which was them, which was the Europeans, and as it's compatible with the Roman Empire. This vision, this dream with this cross, and the cross said, conquer by this. Now, this is all in his own words and in his friend Eusebius's words, right? And he takes this cross, made everybody make these crosses, and said, conquer by this, and they went into battle. They won, and that was it. He said, yeah, this is the thing. That was key. He wants control of that. He looks at this religion, and he says, that'll do it. Then at another stage, you get this definition of science doing that. We are the scientists. This is the age of science. We are in the forefront of that. And therefore, we have the right to rule the world, really, because we are the scientists. We are the smartest people, most knowledgeable people.
The world's first international bank.
Capitalism, at one point, becomes that which brings together the European self-image.
The Pope became their most famous customer.
The land is sacred. Here, fire becomes sacred. And look at the significance of matrilineality and the matriarchal structure and so forth. It's like, that's how we choose to be. That's what we want. That's a good thing. If anything, it's an advanced form.
It helps to establish, along with all European speculative endeavors, the criteria with which the true is judged.
We know what we've done to you. And we know what over 500 years we've put in your heads. And we know how to utilize that. And we know how to take advantage of that. And we even know how to have a black friend.
Where everything is interrelated. You move from Jerry-so, the symbolic modality allows you to do that. Bolo-so, the inner to the outer. So-dai, these are levels. And moving through them, that prepares you to then understand deep knowledge.
Most people are in denial about most things, you may have noticed. It's called human life and human culture. And, you know, we don't like to face anything, really, to speak of. Of course, we all are sufficiently in denial that we convince ourselves that we're not in denial about anything, and that we're facing everything. But the truth is that we're facing very little, as little as we can possibly get away with facing.
Ecological sanity, they call it. The culture doesn't have the wherewithal to deal with it. You can't deal with the concept of interrelationship of all of us as natural beings in the universe and the balance and harmony when you're talking about things being objects.
By 1823, the Rothschilds were guardians of the entire papal treasure and took over the financial operations of the Catholic Church.
Кой има интерес да потулва истините?
Тези, които трябва да дадат средства, ако ние имаме доказателство, че се съществува извънземен разум, това означава, че има други алтернативи на нашето технологично развитие. Тоест има други информационни полета, има друга технология, има друг начин за предвижване в Вселената.
Просто бизнес.
Тоест, разбирате, предпочита се ние в момента да консумираме това, което ние на Земята, за да могат тези, които печелят пари, да могат да си ги натрупват.
Бизнес,
така. Защото ако ние, например, имаме достъп до чистата енергия, космическата енергия, значи не трябва да забравяме нефта, въглищата и други.
Respect is given to you, then you give it to others.
That beauty itself resides within the balance of the whole circle. And so now we have come full circle, and I give thanks. To the eastern doorway, I say, miigwech. To the southern doorway, I say, miigwech. To the western doorway, miigwech. And to the northern doorway, miigwech.